It's the 2K Sports pregame show, presented by Kia.
Hello, basketball fans. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm Ernie Johnson. Tonight, it's the Washington Wizards as they'll be playing against the Charlotte Hornets. And for Charlotte, this is a game that may be determined early, and they have made it clear that their focus is to limit mistakes and deliver the defensive and offensive performance they're capable of. Well, when you watch the Hornets play, one thing that stands out about them is their relentless effort. This team really strives to keep the intensity up for all four quarters. How big is that for a team, Jet?
Well, you can overcome a lot if your roster has players that give that kind of effort. And, you know, they stole a few games last year because they simply wouldn't go away after falling from behind.
And that kind of effort has really helped usher in a new attitude for the franchise and to change the outlook. This team is really committed to winning.
Do you have intensity all the time, Shaq?
Most of the time.
When do you not have intensity?
When you hurry up and end this segment, I gotta go to the bathroom. Breakfast tacos.
Oh, my gosh.
Hurry up.
Too much information.
Kevin Harlan.
I think
a little twist.
That's intense.
A little twist.
Yeah, take time if a man want try me.
A stunning view of Capitol Hill from high above. We're here in the seat of the U.S. government, Washington, D.C. Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony. We'll be catching up in a bit from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. Here at the Verizon Center, the fans in Washington, D.C. amped up for their Wizards. And let's go straight over to David Aldridge for a report before the tip-off. Hey, Dave.
Well, Hornets coach Steve Clifford is always pragmatic. He said you look at what wins in this league and you see the best teams don't give up fast break points. Year in and year out, offensive rebounding is not a big factor. Guys, Clifford demands that his guards and small forwards get back after the release of a shot. And the Hornets have become one of the best teams in the league in transition defense.
Thanks, David. He does give a little more leeway to MKG to go to the glass, though, as well he should. Couple conference rivals going head-to-head. That ups the ante in this one.
A certain amount of, I know you too well.
Yeah.
I don't like you. We've seen each other too much. The games have been too hard. It's the complete antithesis of what you and I feel for one another, Kevin.
But Doris, having played, having coached, do you really know a team too well? Does that really come with that kind of familiarity?
Well, yeah, I think sometimes, you know this guy wants to go right if he puts it on the deck. You know that he's going to pull up the jumper going to the mid-range. I mean, there's just so many tendencies. When you've seen a team over and over like we've done here, you get to know their tendencies so well that I'll tell you, the game becomes very challenging.
So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. Batum teams up with Kid Gilchrist on the perimeter. Williams is out there with Cody Zeller. And it's Walker in at the one. The Hornets shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
And so Zeller nails both of them. On defense, Charlotte. Outside, Wall. Dishes it to Morris. Inside. And Gortat gets it to go in on the assist by Morris.
He's a big-time load inside. Gortat able to convert with the defense closing hard on him.
Williams against Morris. They set the pick. Williams passes to Walker. 5 on the clock. No good that time. Nice D from Wall. And Beal kicks to Wall. He dishes it to Porter. To the middle. Here's Morris. That one drops for him.
Well, he has the frame and the aggressiveness to take on contact. Morris finishing the play and one.
Well, for Markieff Morris, he feels like he has found a home here in Washington. As soon as he was traded to the team, he felt welcomed and enjoys, Doris, the close-knit relationship the team has within its roster.
And you know what, Kevin, for Morris, that's a big deal to him. He is at his best when he's comfortable with the situation he's in. And if he feels welcomed, he'll focus on his play, and that is when he's at his best. And listen, he might become a fan favorite with the way he will gush on about this Wizards organization.
Now here's Zeller. Gortat with the defensive effort.
Outstanding defense. No one wants to get in front of that guy when he's around the rim, but he did a great job there.
Wall against Walker. Wall dishes to Beal. Takes the 13-footer. Morris, no good. On defense, Washington. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Wizards have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Wall passes to Gortat. Back to Wall. The 3. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. The Hornets have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. And Batum kicks to Walker. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Charlotte again missing.
Yeah, scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They right now are searching for a bucket.
Batum for 3. Gortat with the rebound. Gortat's got 3 rebounds now in this one.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
Yeah, just like any true shooter, Bradley Beal not worried about the defender at all.
Walker against Wall. There's the pick. Outside Kid Gilchrist. Zeller setting the pick for Kid Gilchrist. To the inside. A nice shot by Zeller.
Can he place that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm?
And Wall kicks to Morris. The dish to Beal. Here's Wall. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Wall's got his first points of the night. Hornets trail by 5. Batum dishes to Williams. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Walker against Wall. Walker in the post. Great positioning on the putback.
He's looking confident right from the opening tip.
Washington leading now by 3. And Wall kicks to Morris. They set the pick. Pass to Beal. Up and in on the layup. Beal's got his second bucket tonight.
Love to see a shooter like Beal mixing it up on the interior.
And the one thing for the Hornets, I mean, they had horrible luck last season from an injury standpoint. Never really able to put that starting 5 out there for any consistent stretch of the season. I mean, huge injuries to Big Al and MKG were the most notable, and that really dampens your ability to develop chemistry.
So timeout called here, the first for Washington. And for the Hornets, injuries are a tough obstacle to overcome. They were able to fight through some of that, but surely it slowed them down.
Yeah, Kevin, it's just hard to get into a rhythm when you're missing key components. Luckily, though, I think it gave the Hornets a chance to give minutes to younger guys and get them some confidence.
Getting ready to come in for Washington. Mahinmi's checked in for Gortat. Nicholson comes in for Morris. Oubre's checked in for Porter. And Trey Burke subbed in for John Wall. Burke with it. There's the feed to Oubre. Lets it fly. Burke can't get it to go.
You know, in most situations, coach is okay with him taking that shot, even if it doesn't go in.
They break it out, 5-on-3. And that one, good. And it's 6 points for Beal. 1:07 left in the first quarter. And Sessions kicks to Kaminsky. Rebound by Mahinmi.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Now here's Oubre. The pass to Mahinmi. He kicks to Burke. Here's Beal. No good. Shot missing. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. Over in the corner, Lamb. Feeds it to Kaminsky. Count it. We've got 28 seconds left to play here in the first. Now Burke still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
I like the mentality by Beal. Takes it inside, mixes it up a little bit. Nice.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
And going back to his numbers from just a season ago, he was knocking it down at a 77% clip.
And he knocks down the first one. And both free throws good for Beal.
The third pick back in 2012 after one season at Florida. Beal is one to watch. Such an exciting talent.
And here's Sessions. Kicks to Hibbert. Elbow shot. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so the first quarter is in the books. Washington out in front, up by 5. We'll be back shortly live from the Verizon Center. And a chance to hear from Bradley Beal. He came from a football family in St. Louis, but said his mother introduced him to the game of basketball at a young age.
She definitely put the ball in my hands. She's the one who taught me my form, my follow through, and still to this day, she yells at me if I miss a shot. So she's kind of a perfectionist, and she definitely taught me how to shoot. She can shoot it, and she still to this day thinks she can shoot better than me.
Maybe some other NBA players should be practicing with Bradley Beal's mom, because she has definitely honed something special into him.
To be sure. I'm just not sure some of the more delicate NBA egos could handle her trash talking once she beats them in a game of horse.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Wizards, guys.
I tell you what, defensively, they have been in tune with one another, as intense as I've seen.
Well, they trust each other, and that's something you establish in practice and in games, and you don't see a ton of miscommunication out there.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So the Wizards 5 right now. Andrew Nicholson out there with Oubre. Then there's Burke, and it's Wall, and it's Smith in its center. And Kelly Oubre, the Kansas Jayhawk product, still a very raw player, but the team, Doris, has high hopes for him and will show flashes of what he's capable of doing when he's on the floor.
I think, Kevin, with Oubre, what you like is how well he can finish at the rim. He has got great lift, gets off the ground quickly, which is a huge help to being able to finish inside. And you like the manner in which he aggressively attacks the rim. He plays with so little hesitation.
Here's Lamb, following the basket by John Wall. Just 5 on the clock. From the arc. Rebound by the Wizards. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, the Charlotte Hornets made a concerted effort last season to improve what had been terrible three-point shooting. Coach Steve Clifford said, if you look at trends in this league, three-point shooting percentage was the #1 factor why teams won. That's the way this league has gone. It makes sense, right? Create spacing, which opens up things for everybody else. Kevin?
Yeah, trying to space the floor. Thank you, D.A. Here's Nicholson. Following the basket by Jeremy Lamb. No good with the elbow jumper. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
And they need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence. Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
So it's Washington now. Frank Kaminsky making his last shot. Here's the screen. Burke the pass to Wall. Kicks it to Smith. Fires from 14. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Smith's got his first points of the game.
Beautiful mid-range jumper. Just knows how to use his size advantage to get that shot off.
And Roberts kicks to Lamb. And a miss there on the triple.
He really had no excuse not to make that shot. Hopefully it won't shake his confidence.
Screen by Smith. Wide open look. Good as the jump shot falls. Smith's got the lead up to 7 now for Washington.
And they're leaning on the mid-range right now. That's 6 of their last 10 from that area.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets. Washington making some changes. Gortat's checked in for Smith. Markieff Morris comes in for Andrew Nicholson. And Porter subbed in for Oubre. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. And Walker kicks to Kid Gilchrist. Walker dishes to Zeller. And good that time. Zeller's got 8 points. So much in the modern NBA game right now involves speed, especially at that point guard position. Doris, you played it and played it well. Who do you think is the hardest player to stay in front of in the NBA?
Yeah, there'd be a lot of guys on that list, but I think probably I would say Steph Curry. I mean, the mastery of the handle that he has. I mean, there are other guys. Look at Isaiah Thomas, his ability to be a big shot maker. He changed that franchise because he could close games, but just the most difficult individual contest on a night-by-night basis because of the range and the handle is Steph Curry.
The handle, it creates such space, which to me is just amazing what he does in terms of getting just that extra 6 inches to fire away.
Right, and he puts defenders on skates, and they screen so well from Kevin, and it's you're right. You give him just a crease of daylight, and that thing's in your eye, as you like to say.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Now here's Beal. Back to Wall. 6 on the shot clock. To the paint. Gortat. The second effort. And another shot. Doesn't go that time. Excellent D there from Williams. Here's Batum. Beal pulls it in. Washington leading now by 8. Pass to Wall. There's Porter with the 3. And the rebound goes to the Hornets.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time. And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
He knows it. He just got locked into scoring mode and couldn't get out of it.
Oh, excellent interior D to force the miss.
Boy, if you're going to challenge him in the lane, you better go strong.
Ball against Walker. And once again, off the mark by Charlotte. Washington shooting 36% in the second quarter. They really haven't found their rhythm yet offensively here.
Well, the spot-up opportunity, right? A nice confidence booster for John Wall.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Pick by Zeller. And Walker kicks to Kid Gilchrist. Batum with the ball. He's picked up by Wall. Batum against Wall. And out of bounds as the Wizards gain possession. Mahinmi's checked in for Markieff Morris. Sessions checked in for the Hornets. Now the Wizards with it. A big stretch here going 10-2. Back to Wall. Nice ball movement by Washington. Pass to Porter. Here is Wall. He has 7. The Wizards with another miss. From about 16, Ramon Sessions on the assist from Marvin Williams.
Love the assist. I mean, he knew exactly where that bounce pass had to be to create that opportunity.
That'll do it for the first half. Wizards lead by 9. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Coach Clifford. What was the biggest problem for your guys in the first half?
Well, you know what? We're a defensive team first, and we've been good defensively. We've been organized. We weren't that in that first half, and that's what we got to concentrate on to get the game going back our way.
See if you revert back to your form in the second half. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you've enjoyed our first half of action. I'm Ernie Johnson welcoming you back. Shaquille O'Neal is right there. Kenny the Jet Smith is right there. And this here is the halftime report. Bradley Beal had it going on in the first quarter. He had 8 points and 1 rebound. And taking a look at the Wizards, Shaq, what'd you think?
Well, they've been playing with some toughness. It's led to a nice lead for them, not just on the scoreboard, but in the rebounding numbers. And now they need to stay mean, Ernie. Cannot lose that edge in the second half.
Looking at Charlotte, Kenny, your thoughts?
Poor efficiency on offense. That's what jumps out at me. You aren't going to win many games shooting under 35%. Bad shot selection, too much one-on-one play, not finishing with authority. Now, these are correctable errors. They could choose to come out in the second half and completely flip that script.
And that's it for halftime as the second half is just about to get underway. See you after the game.
The dome of the U.S. Capitol building looking absolutely grand as we make our return to Washington, D.C. And the third quarter about ready to get underway. It's been quite a game for Bradley Beal.
Yeah, created a lot of quality shots for himself in that first half, and he knew when to pass it up when the double team came.
The 2 E's, efficient and effective performance from him. Not needing a lot of looks to make a huge difference in the scoring column.
And the Wizards with possession. Tipping off the second half. Here's Steve Clifford's 5. Batum teams up with Kid Gilchrist on the perimeter. Zeller is out there with Williams. And it's Walker in at the 1. And it's Kid Gilchrist penetrating. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. And when Michael Kidd-Gilchrist comes on the floor, you know you're going to get an upgrade on the defensive side. Doesn't rack up a lot of stats on the defensive end. But, man, I mean, you can see his impact, feel his impact.
It's just the way Kidd-Gilchrist can challenge and bother every shot. Also has the quickness and length to recover when he's beaten off the dribble and still contest.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, guys, remember when Roy Hibbert burst onto the scene in that great year for the Pacers, and he's still one of the league's elite rim defenders. He doesn't go for the block so much as create a wall. It's called the principle of verticality, and Hibbert says, I'm the godfather of that. I'm not going to name names, but there were some prominent coaches who said, you need to get rid of this. Kevin, here's the rules.
Yeah, D.A., he didn't invent it. He just perfected it. Thanks.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Here's Morris. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Hornets trail by 8. Lets a floater go. Kept alive. Here's Batum. The kick out to Williams. Back to Walker. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
And Beal kicks to Wall. Stolen by Walker. He feeds it to Batum. Here's Zeller. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Shooting one. No doubt that is within his range.
I think that's exactly what you're looking for on the break. Finish right at the rim.
And a new group getting ready for the Wizards. Smith checked in for Gortat. Nicholson comes in for Markieff Morris. Oubre's checked in for Otto Porter Jr. And it's Burke in for John Wall. Roy Hibbert's checked in for the Hornets. Bellinelli comes in for Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. Now here's Burke. Looking for his first basket still in this one. It's Beal on the wing. Batum with the steal. And now here's Batum, the fast break opportunity. And again, the Hornets missing. Wizards leading by 4. Oubre kicks to Smith. Here's Beal. Sinks it from just inside the baseline. Beal's got 12.
Well, there's no question about why they're up. His accuracy has been phenomenal tonight. There's so much discussion, right, that the Wizards would try to attract Kevin Durant, a Baltimore native, back to his home franchise. In the end, I don't think missing the playoffs lent itself to the best recruiting pitch.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And with no Kevin Durant. Now, Doris, what's plan B for the Wizards?
Well, I think they have to find a way to be better than the sum of their parts, Kevin. There's no magic cure. They've just got to get better and, most importantly, find a way to stay healthy.
The Hornets shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And some changes here for the Hornets. Kaminsky is checked in for Zeller. And Jeremy Lamb subbed in for Nicholas Batum. Both free throws good for Roy Hibbert. Well, we've seen a lot of players come and go in the NBA, Doris, and for the players that have a great career, what is the common aspect that threads these great players in your mind together?
2 things, talent and work ethic.
Well said. Beal can't get it to go.
The guy, that's a shot he'll take, again, if he's given the chance. We all know he can knock that down.
Now here's Lamb. He's covered by Beal. From deep, Walker hits it from 3-point range. 7 points in the game.
They needed a run desperately, and boy, did they come up big.
They regrouped, they worked out some of their frustrations, and now we're seeing them have some fun.
Now here's Burke. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Outside, Walker. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. For Washington, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the 3rd quarter. Dishes it to Nicholson. Beal up top. Lets it go. and it comes off the front of the rim.
You know, that kind of miss can rattle your confidence. He knows he should have had that one.
And a wide open look for Lamb. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Walker's got 3 assists in the game. Burke kicks to Nicholson. The Wizards working the ball around now. Now here's Burke. Defense right on him. Nicholson with the bucket. And it's the Hornets ball. They're on a 15-6 run. 1:39 left in the third quarter of the game. Bellinelli passes to Kaminsky. And here we go. Washington fast break. Oubre, no one around him.
A flat-out bulldog in the paint. Great job to follow his own shot there and get the basket.
Outside, Walker. Now here's Oubre. Bellinelli is covering.
Now you look at the physical gifts for Kelly Oubre. 6'7", but with a 7'2" wingspan. He's a terrific leaper, and he's got great potential defensively.
This is his first free throw of the game. The first one falls. One thing that the Hornets do very well, as we all know, is at the glass. Top to bottom, this team knows how to close out possessions, Greg, and clean up misses on the defensive end.
Yeah, and Kevin, you look at the roster for the Hornets, everyone is helping on the glass. What is odd that they don't have one guy who averaged huge rebound numbers. It's a true team effort. They are one of the elite teams in limiting offensive rebounds.
You know, when the Wizards last season went small, I thought they struggled on the boards. They went from a team that was top 4 in rebounding to bottom 6. They simply have got to do a better job on the glass.
Rebound by Mahimi. Wizards leading by 4. All with it. 7 points in the game. Great tee that time from Hibbert. And the Wizards with Markieff Morris at the 4 and Gortat at center. You like that front line?
Like Kevin, I certainly think there's some talent there, and that's certainly a gifted offensive front court. It comes down to rebounding and rim protection. Can they get the job done there?
Now here's Wall, following the miss by Frank Kaminsky. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Here's Roberts. The dish to Hibbert. On the wing, Lamb. Shoots from the corner. They get the rebound. And another shot. The shot's good.
What a competitor. Went to the glass hard for the putback. Made sure that wasn't a wasted possession.
And there's Porter on the assist by Wall. Wall's got 4 assists now tonight.
Well, that's just a nice decision by Wall. Found him wide open.
And we've reached the end of the third. Wizards out front, up 4. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter. Next. We've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back. The fourth quarter of action getting started. Hornets trail by 4. The always dangerous Wall and Beal are the backcourt. Porter and Morris, the duo at forward, and it's Mahimi in at the center position. That's the 5 on the floor for the Wizards. Zeller, and the rejection by Mahimi. Now here's Porter. Back to Wall. And here's Morris for 3. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Wall's got assist number 5 here tonight. Sessions against Wall. Pick by Zeller. Sessions dishes to Batum. Back to Sessions. 6 to shoot. Poke loose. All with the steal. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It will be 3 points if he converts at the line.
What a play by Wall. It's going to take more than that to slow him down.
And for a long time, the knock on Wall was that his outside shot, or lack of one, prevented him from being truly unguardable by defenses. But Dorsey went out and has put in a lot of work to improve his shot from distance.
Well, think about this, Kevin. Wall took more threes and shot a higher percentage than in any other year of his career last year. And he knows that the league is turning to be a three-point shot-focused league, and the value of a point guard that can make those kinds of shots with regularity. And if he ever gets that three-point percentage close to 40% or higher, he will be a terrifying matchup at the guard spot.
And Kid Gilchrist kicks to Zeller. Batum with the 3. Rebound by Mahinmi. Mahimi's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Ball passes to Porter. Outside, Wall. It's Beal on the wing. Five to shoot. Washington needs to get a shot off here. Here's Mahinmi. Another one falls for Washington.
And from an offensive standpoint, they have just been stellar.
You talk about executing a game plan to perfection. That lead has just simply gone up and up and up.
And the Hornets call time here. Well, Doris, of course, we all know you've had a chance to meet and interview so many coaches and players throughout the NBA. What are some of the best things about that?
Yeah, I think maybe the most surprising thing about interviewing NBA players in particular is they are very much like you and I. There are periods of great confidence, but if they start to struggle, just like you and I, their confidence can come and go, and they need positive reinforcement. I think the thing I've learned is most often NBA players, aside from the great and sort of distinguishing skill, they are people first and foremost.
Gortat's checked in for Washington. And a switcher also for Charlotte. Walker's checked in for Sessions. From the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I had a chance to find out what Steve Clifford talked about with his players. He got on them. He said he's got to see more intensity. He said we've put ourselves in this hole, and we've got to work our way out of it. Show me you've got what it takes, guys.
And Kid Gilchrist gets it to go in.
Boy, spotted his teammate on the move, put the assist perfectly placed out in front of him, leading him right to the rack.
Morris a screen. Now Wall. Outside Beal. The shot comes out. Some solid defense from Kid Gilchrist. Batum dishes to Zeller. And Walker kicks to Williams. The fader. Rebound, Washington. Gortat's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Beal from long range. Beal can't get that one to fall. Hornets trail by 10. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Batum passes to Zeller. That one wide left. The Wizards have gone 3 of 5 here in the 4th quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Here's Beal. That's good. And so Wall with the assist. Wall's got his 6th assist on the night.
Folks, we call it cooking. Bradley Beal is working offensively.
And Walker kicks to Kid Gilchrist. He dishes it to Williams. Here's Zeller. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
I'll tell you, they've played an uneven brand of basketball, but he's scorching the nets.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. Here's Porter. Great use of the pick to create room for the jumper. Porter's got the lead up to 12 now for Washington. The Hornets have gone just 33% from the field in the 4th quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Walker dishes to Batum. Left side, Williams, 16 feet away, and he hits the jump shot. Here's Beal. Outside, Wall. Rebound by Williams. Hornets trail by 10. Outside, Walker. Pass to Batum. Picked by Zeller. Back to Walker. The three. Rebounded by the Wizards. 1:35 left in the fourth quarter. There's a screen by Gorton. Walker against Wall. It's Porter atop the key. The feed now to Morris. Clock at 6. The 17-footer goes down.
Timeout.
Morris has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, this is how Morris makes his living. Lethal on the mid-range jumper.
Charlotte calls timeout. They're behind by 12. 1:15 left to play in the final quarter. Checked in for Charlotte. Batum passes to Williams. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. Hibbert with the screen. From deep. Walker sinks the triple. Walker's got it back down to single digits for the Hornets.
You know, probably could have set that screen with a little more force, but it got him just enough room to be able to finish.
Here's Wall. Bounces high off the rim and drops. And the Wizards lead by 11.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Wizards.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage. And a great team effort, but still, what an individual performance for John Wall.
Well, to me, he was the key to their ball movement. Great job finding the open man and keeping that offense flowing with the way he was passing.
And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, John. Congrats on the win. What was the key to getting it done tonight?
Well, man, we do a good job of helping. We know it's not one-on-one matchups. We do a good job helping, and that's our job is to come out here and play. And the way we play here, man, is we got to find a way to play on the road.
Yeah, your game has to be able to travel, and we'll see what you guys can do with that. Thanks, John. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long and good night, everyone.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you so much, Kevin. And with this one in the books, we're ready to present our Jordan Player of the Game, John Wall.
Both ends of the court, John Wall is a force. That's John Wall right there, and he was a huge factor tonight.
Magnificent all-around performance, both on the offensive end and the defensive end. He was clearly the catalyst for this win. As many points as he was responsible for, can't ask for much more.
And that's it for tonight, but we've got a whole new NBA season ahead of us. For Shaquille O'Neal, for Kenny the Jet Smith, for Kevin Harlan, wherever he might be, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again very soon.